Welcome to another edition of What the Fuck Happenings here in Mendham. Well, somebody wanted to see this camera, so yeah, you can see it's a flip camera out of its packaging, and it's got this wire to the microphone. So we'll see what happens. I don't know if that's going to entirely work, but we'll see. And such. So forth and whatnot. I figure out how to hold this. Anyway. Cat. Multiple cats. Anyway, yeah. So we'll see if the microphone's any better. I'll have to figure out maybe location, and such. Well, let's see, there was a wire problem with one of the channels, so I don't know whether I made that worse or whether I fixed it. So that's the uncertainty here. So anyway, all right. So Piro did a video. So it's sort of on the subject of this thinking thing and determinism in the sense of we're byproduct, not product. And we did a video titled How You Think versus What You Think, as if you can do the how you think without first doing the what you think. And you really have to do the what first. So if you're going to do this, I'm going to change how I think. Well, the idea to change how you think is a thought. And you have to have that first. So I don't think this is going to work to protect my apples. I decided little baggies would do. But, yeah, I'm going to have to cut holes in them because they get too hot and condensation and all that kind of stuff. So that isn't going to work. So we're actually we actually have flowers now, so things are getting interesting. I have taken some video of different, stuff, and I figure I'll make that the background for some future video or something like that. And the cat's complaining again. Yeah, go talk to the moth. Yeah, that moth wants to talk. It's a lonely moth. Come on, you can go talk to the moth. Anyway, so yes, to have one of these will thoughts or a how thought about thinking. I'm going to how it. I'm going to will it. I'm going to change it. I'm going to change how I think. Yeah, that's a thought. You have to have that thought. So someone has to, or the world has to, introduce you to the idea of being inspired by an idea. And then you have the idea and you say, oh, I'll act on that. That sounds like a good idea. There's a lovely color here. Ooh, I like that. Yes, I do. Yep. That's a good one. These are interesting too. A little faded now, but I don't know. They're all interesting. Whoa. Ooh, I got a good one up here. Yeah, I'll show you this one. It's another good color. Lots of good ones this year. I have lots of interesting flowers, I think. If the storm doesn't wipe everything out or something. Lots of good stuff. Ugh. It's only just begun. Oh, there's another good one over there. Look at a nice dark kind of purpley color over there. Yeah. Yeah. Good stuff. This one's nice too. I mean, they're all, there are lots of winners, not too many clunkers. I mean, a little tiny bit of white around the edges. Yeah, come on down. Yeah, that's kind of interesting. Yeah. All right, so anyway, you have to be introduced to a thought, an idea, and through some sort of other mechanism, right? So our brain does this associating a thing with a thing, and so you you see it analogistically in something else. Metaphorically, it works in some other circumstance. You see the Olympic athlete, be in the zone and say, "Yeah, I want to get in the thinking zone. I'm taking control of my thoughts and blah blah blah." And all of that is a thought. It's a way of thinking, not a how. It's thoughts. It's ideas. It's method. It's it's not an ambiguous how. It's the reality of having the idea first. This one got a little baked by the sun today. Come on, camera. It's smooth, but it's a little slow. So the natural color's a little nicer than that. Here's yellow cat. And the other cat is kind of wiped out, I guess. There's yellow cat. Mellow, and the other one is lazy fuck. Old sack of complainy shit. They're all lovely animals. Lovely. Anyway, this hasn't gotten planted yet, but it's all cleaned up now. So it's going to be a nice place for flowers and such, all in here. Oops, there's a bit of a wobble there. Come on, it's supposed to be the non-wobble cam. Alright, so do I have anything else on this brain stuff? No, it's just, Piros Views are all, he's a very superficial thinker. Just doesn't get it. Doesn't get the subject of determinism. It doesn't get the subject of how brains function. If there's anything particularly interesting here. Sorry, distracted. For good reason. It is, as I point out, it is lovely here. The old neighbor yard, since there's no neighbors. Still haven't found out what's going on. The place was supposed to have been sold, but guess not. Something must be amiss. So anyway, so in other news, Snake Plisskenus made a video. Let's see if I can trust this bench. I don't know. Well, it's here. I might as well use it. But I don't trust it. So let's try it over here. Sorry, I was out. Damn mosquitoes. While I was walking, bastard. I got bit bad today. So maybe I should make this video short. It's just so disappointing about reality. You got the ticks, and this is so nice. And if it wasn't for the fucking mosquitoes, it's like you can even take the black flies, because they don't, they bite and it itches for an hour and then it's done. But these mosquito bites, you end up digging holes in your flesh, and it's just a horrible mess. And, it's just kind of disappointing, that something's always got to rain on the parade in some way or another. Reality is so far from good enough. And it's sort of the God question too. You just say, what God would invent mosquitoes? I mean, come on. If he's going to, he ought to put it in the Bible as a curse. Like you were cursed with mosquitoes because you're all such fucking bastards. Some excuse for them. I mean, just to throw them into the mix like they are somehow useful. I mean, I'd almost say I'd rather have just a few Tyrannosauruses running loose, as long as there's only like 4 in the whole country, than to have mosquitoes. They're just so useless. Ugh. So anyway, dragonflies can find something else than the bats. Who needs bats anyway? Bats aren't too useful either. So yeah, I'll do without the whole food chain that depends on mosquitoes. perfectly fine, I think. Anyway, well, there's just a ton of them here. But that's probably because I was running and leaching a bunch of carbon dioxide or something. Anyway, so Snake Plissken has made a video, and it's just this general subject of, he's going to do the Patreon thing and try to have a more, I was going to say professional channel, but that's not what it's after. But it is all this kind of the language of, it's not, okay, e-begging, I think that is kind of unfair. But doing it for a living, is kind of dicey. I mean, I've certainly thought about it in the sense that, I can manage, I make all my flower pots out of, recyclable plastic, and, I find a way to live really simple. There it is. It's so hard to know what it's exactly pointed at. I don't buy anything, in other words, if I don't have to, or I buy it broken or horribly and completely used, or something like that. So I keep my expenses minimum, and so I can manage. But I thought about, what if the place sold and my rent goes up and this, that, and the other thing happens? It's hard to make a living. It's the only jobs that pay have something to do with ripping somebody off, being a crook. It's hard to make an honest living, an honest, decent living. So anyway, I don't blame somebody for saying, look, I make videos, I'm pretty good at it, and he's honest about it. He's not saying he's the grandest entertainer ever, but he's witty, and he can function as somebody who makes videos that people can find watchable and clever even, or something. Now, he's not thinking about making very good produced videos beyond the fact that his argumentation or his wit will be, worth it. I think if you're gonna, you have to do more, maybe, but maybe not. You see how much money people throw at imbeciles like the drunken peasants and stuff like that, and you say, well, shit, people will pay for that. So there's obviously all kinds of markets out there that I can't imagine. So because I can't imagine people being that fucktarded, I can't imagine them to really exist. Like that could be a real viable thing. Just doesn't make sense. Imbeciles with money, that doesn't make sense. But, Donald Trump. So anyway, it's, but yeah, it's just there's something fundamentally corrupting about the whole thing of being a slave to the audience. And once you have a paying audience, and you know the demographics of that paying audience and what that paying audience wants to hear, maybe you're just going to tell them what they want to hear and conform to that. And he even kind of conceded that, part of him is, I hate when people do this thing like, okay, yeah, I'm going to do this, get paid. Okay, let me know what you want me to talk about or something, I mean, if you don't know what to talk about, then, yeah, that's really going to be a bad idea. Because, yeah, you're just going to be a mouthpiece for a special interest of some kind. And, there's not going to be any, there won't be any social value in that. So, yes, you might be able to make a living. You might be able to make, well, whatever, you make enough money so you can keep a crappy job and it's okay. But it's not going to be a good thing. Or something like that. It won't be, it's not going to be a good thing. Anyway, so, Bruce Tree, seen better days. I don't know. It was doing good a couple of years ago, but it's starting to fail. Get kind of weak. Because it needs some sort of spruce tree food or something. So, anyway, but yeah, just you know, it's just so nice here. But, you know, mosquitoes. You know, it was hot today, so sitting out here in the sun, it was hot. But, you know, it's so pleasant-ish now. And you can't really enjoy it because the mosquitoes will kill you. You know. And so that sucks. So another reason to say life sucks. You know, it's like, even when it's perfect, just about idyllic. Yeah, there's some spoiler, some kind of thing to ruin it. So, I haven't seen a hummingbird yet. I saw one really early, like 2 months ago, and you know, flew right next to me. And I was like, "Oh, hi." I haven't seen one since. The same with a praying mantis. I saw like a praying mantis a month ago, and a little baby one. I haven't seen anything since. Which, you know, I don't think they eat mosquitoes, so it wouldn't be very helpful anyway. The thing that does eat mosquitoes, the toads. So the toad get eaten by the snake, so that was no good. So anyway, yeah. So test video. Sorry if it was a failure. It really is kind of a mess. These wires are kind of a mess. You know, I had to steal wires from a phone line and then some other thing. And, yeah. I mean, it's good to use up old stuff, so I like that philosophy, generally speaking. But, yeah, it's a little messy. Yeah, these are a little bit faded-y, but the colors are really quite nice on these. It's quite nice. And such. I still got some irises, the Japanese variety. Yeah. 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 I don't know what he said. Yeah. I'm not Japanese enough. Quite lovely though. Way to go, Japan. It's a winner. Yep, you did good. Very, very nice. Very nice. Nice size. Nice color. Excellent. Very good, Japan. Credit where credit is due. They know how to make an iris. Oh, these are nice colors here. Yes, sir. There's crap up here. There's crap everywhere. Eventually, it's just going to be so much stuff. You just won't be able to hide from it. It'll be just attacking. It'll be an attack of some interesting bit. There'll be so much stuff. Anyway. So, this is the end of the test video. Put that in there. And so, till the next time, I don't have a wire. What did I do with my scissors? I came out with scissors. And I put them down somewhere. Do you remember where I put them? I really need those back. I might have left them inside. I don't see them out there. Well, we'll go find something down over this way. No point doing that horrible... Oh, see, there they are. Little girl scissors. But they work. Anyway, so... I guess we'll do a pan over this way. So it's probably better viewing. All that stuff has to go back in the greenhouse still until I can put it in the ground. But anyway, oh yeah, there's the better part over here. Yeah, it's getting there, almost. So, till next time, and such.